For most of us, envisioning a world battered by the climate crisis is almost too excruciating. After all, it would require us to swallow the inconvenient truth and face our deepest fears. But for French photographer and digital artist Fabien Barrau, speculating the extent of the climate apocalypse is necessary to jolt us out of our cozy existence and make us face the fact that we're headed into a dystopian world of our own making. Thus was born News from the Future, a series that explores what famous architectural landmarks around the world will look like in the aftermath of the climate crisis. The series was created with the help of Barrau's drone and his epic Photoshop skills. Barrau remains convinced that a simple image can have more impact on people, especially the youngest, to understand the consequences of inaction. He sees himself as an explorer from the future as he navigates a new world mired in desertification, inundation, destruction, and devastation. This series is Barrau's personal work of anticipation of the consequences of climate change. It is not a scientific work, but an artist's impression inspired by data from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, Barrau told Vice. The IPCC report, released in February, warns that the window to avoid the most severe impacts of climate change is about to close, and that we as a species have to act with urgency to avoid its most catastrophic consequences. To visualize these apocalyptic outcomes, Barrau digitally retouched drone footage and stock images. He took the Eiffel Tower and the Colosseum to arid extremes and submerged the Statue of Liberty in waist-deep floods. Barrau's Arc de Triomphe became a marine ornament. The series toes the line between surrealism and dystopia and is heavily influenced by films and art that explore these genres. Since his childhood, Barrau has been a big fan of the post-apocalypse theme and the collapse of a civilization. He deliberately attempted to make his series cinematic as an ode to his influences. For example, the image of two whales swimming above Paris' Arc de Triomphe is a tribute to the French artist Roland Cat, whose work in the 1970s and 80s imagined sea creatures hovering above drowned cities. He also credits films like Planet of the Apes, Mad Max, Akira, and the National Geographic documentary Aftermath Population Zero as major influences. Having worked in the field of photography and design for more than 30 years, Barrau often invokes a sense of environmentalism through his imagery. His extreme images are an attempt to grab attention as he unleashes thought-provoking stories that emphasize the need of the hour. Over the years, Fabien Barrau increasingly felt the devastating effects of this climate crisis on biodiversity, landscapes, and people. It seemed difficult for the French artist to continue to pretend that nothing changes. Thank you for watching. Josie Wise for the Neutronium Alchemist. And please, don't forget to subscribe.
I'm home. All the time. We finally really did it. You maniacs! You blew it up! Oh, damn you! God damn you all to hell!
Away.